So did you guys see the thumbnail? Then you know Dana White is the one promoting this Crawford Canelo fight. They had another face off. I went back and saw an interview Dana White did with Mr. Turkey, and Mr. Turkey was saying, this is Dana White's thing, and he's gonna be running this, but he said, like, this is gonna be it for everybody else. Like, this is gonna take over. And say what you want about Dana White. I don't agree with a lot of things he does or how he's paid UFC fighters, from what I understand. But one thing that I do like about him is he's no nonsense, and he'll put fear in the judges, the referees, and if they do any shady scoring or quick stoppages, you won't see him again. Go look at referees in the UFC that have done some things that people didn't agree with. You won't see him again. Dana White does not play, and that's what I like about it. He said pretty much he's going to simplify boxing, and once guys get in the top five, those guys will be fighting for the belt. And it doesn't matter, he said, which alphabet is in front of the belt. The champion's going to fight the top five. So this is a great thing. Now, on another note, I started watching the Canelo versus Skull fight, and Skull did a lot of running, but even more frustrating than watching Skull do a lot of running was watching Canelo walk around like a robot, just placing his feet. It looked like an exhibition match, like Canelo wasn't cutting off the ring. He didn't show any hunger. He reminded me of how Evander Holyfield fought in his later years. He just wouldn't let his hands go. And, Crawford is probably catching this guy at the right time, because I always pick Crawford to beat him. But now that I see how Canelo won't let his hands go, I think Crawford's going to take him. And Canelo's win record is 62 at the time of the Skull fight. 62 wins, 39 knockouts. That's not a power puncher. And he came up from the 140s himself, so everybody acting like he's so huge, I never did understand that. And sure, he's been fighting at 168 longer than Terrence Crawford, because this is Terrence Crawford's first fight at that. But what's that mean? Like I always say, Terrence Crawford walks around at 180, maybe 190 sometimes. And you could see he's the bigger guy in the first face-off. And I also saw how Canelo wore some shoes when he was doing a face-off with Terrence Crawford, where the sole was pretty thick, I guess, to make himself taller. So, he's not a knockout guy. 62 wins, 39 knockouts. That's not very impressive. And he's throwing one shot at a time. And some of those shots look really slow. Some look fast, but some look really slow. And even the announcer was saying how Canelo doesn't throw a bunch of punches now. He just sits down on one punch and throws it. That's not going to work. Canelo's going to pick that. Not Canelo. Crawford's going to pick that apart and dismantle Canelo. And everybody that thinks Canelo's going to go in there and destroy this guy, based off what I just saw, that's not happening. And I know the Crawford detractors out there will say, well, what about Crawford's last fight? He didn't look good, but at least he punched. Canelo wasn't punching. He was going through the motions. Looked like an exhibition match. I didn't even get to finish the Skull Canelo fight. I'll try to watch it later, when I need to get some sleep. I'll try to finish it. But Canelo didn't show me anything now. I don't know if he was playing it safe just to make sure he didn't lose and he'd fight Crawford, but a lot of people think Skull won. I know David Adelaide thought Skull won. Anthony Joshua thought Canelo won. Anthony Joshua was 50-50 on it. But, AJ can be like a politician sometimes, not want to offend people, But, yeah. But all I know is if Dana White's involved, there should be no funny scoring. There should be no quick stoppages or anything weird, or you will not see those judges and you won't see that ref again. I don't care if it's a ref like Tony Weeks that has a big history. You won't see him again. Dana White's not having it. especially with his name behind it, and he's making his debut in professional boxing. He's not gonna want to make his league look bad. But that's the great thing I see about Dana White coming over to boxing. He's not gonna put up with any nonsense or any foolishness. You know what I mean? But are you guys happy to see Dana? And the pay won't be like UFC because Mr. Turkey's involved. So the pay will be up and it'll be no nonsense. The best will be fighting the best, guaranteed, without the politics, as Lennox Lewis says. Anyways, the J Roos Theory, the Cash App is $JROOS33. That's $J Roos 33. Backup platform at WJ. Instagram, the J Roos Theory. If you want to become a member, bronze, silver, or gold, hit that join button below. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching. LSR forever. And please be fearless. Yay? Yay.